Welcome back to Animal Well, I'm Dear Darling, and remember, there is always more than what you see. Where last time, we essentially finished collecting all the rabbits, I believe. I suppose I should technically check that, but there basically is not too much left now in the Animal Well hint guide, which we're using Veni Vidi Vodka. But I'm pretty sure we have a good idea of what to do next from an accidental discovery, or when we were trying to do that origami printer rabbit, is that we stumbled across this. What does this mean? I don't really know, to be perfectly honest. My assumption is that it's some sort of code. And I do know that the rabbits we have appear in the statue zone. I haven't actually looked at them. You know what? We might as well look at all of them now, because it's actually very close to this area. I have no idea what this clock is about, mind you, either. So I assume that must be one of the big ending things. But yeah, so the long and short of it is basically these rabbits appear. And yes, looking at them, it looks like there is dew point. Wait a minute. Okay, well that's interesting, because there is dew point in the different directions. But the thing I was going to say is that it looks like the 4 cardinal directions are relevant somehow to what we're trying to do here. But it's very difficult to see you, rabbit. The weird thing is, the rabbits' ears are very deliberately, seemingly, having 2 combinations. Like, that one's 2 to the right, and then that one's up and left. It looks like it's consistent, though. It doesn't look like it's unchanging. So, I don't know what to do with this yet, but I at least think the first thing that we should do is we should start noting these down. I don't know if the order matters too much. We'll do up, left, and then right, right for bunny 1. I assume the bunnies go left to right. Could I always use my mouse to draw on the screen? What on earth? Oh, wait, the bunnies can move around in their order. I hope they reset their position if we do this. Yes, okay. So that's left down and then up, up for number 2. And then we're going to have to figure out afterwards, essentially, what this means. But it's very clear to me that this is the combo. Also, hold on. We should have 16 rabbits, right, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if the manticores count as rabbit. No, the manticores aren't always a consistent position. Aren't one of these invisible as well? Or am I losing my mind? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, this one's invisible. Okay, we got to remember number 5 is invisible. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15. Now, I haven't looked much further in the guide. Like, I had a quick scroll down just to see how much was left. The thing which I think is notable, which I would say, is that with a second ending in place and access to Bunny Island, we can now discuss which bunnies are missing for you. But it makes it look like you're missing some bunnies, but there are multiple indicators the bunny limit is 16. So the fact we don't have all of them is intentional, apparently. Because I was confused how we got to the end of the guide, and it was like, It doesn't seem like we have all the bunnies, necessarily. But, yes, we only need the 16 bunnies, and then the next sections are called BDTM, which I don't know what that stands for, and then a farewell. So this is literally layer 4, which is the last layer. So if anything, we're not in a rush really to do things, especially because I've not done the next thumbnail artwork yet. What was that? Was right, down, up, left? Yes, hold on. Right, down, up, left. Yes. I've not done the order yet, the next thumbnail art yet, so it's not like a huge rush to finish this game. So if we have any sort of So what's that? Up, left, right, right. Little secrets and things that we can do to try and solve 100% this game. I don't see why not. It's a good opportunity for this game, which you don't often get. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to artificially stretch out this game to more than it necessarily needs to be, but it's just something to bear in mind. So that's down, up, right, right. Again, I don't know really what to do with this. My assumption is that, seeing as this section is called Bunny Numerology, and we were given numbers and directions, I assume that each of these ear directions correspond to a number in some capacity. It's very befitting, I think, for this game to do that. It's done it a million times before. It will probably do it a million times again. But the real question is what we do with these numbers, and the answer is I don't really know. I assume the assumption is we had to sort of figure out how these translate, if anything, but that is for future me to figure out. Was that down, left, up, up? Down, left, up, up, and then the next one I assume is the pink one. I don't remember a lot of these rabbits, to be honest. Pink one is left, up, down, left. Left, up, down, left. It's very clever disguising these as what just looks like an idle animation for the rabbits. Like the one on the right over there. You'd hardly even guess that it's something particularly strange going on. You might be like, it's a bit of a strange animation, but this game very much teaches you to question everything, I think. So let's see. Left, left, up, left. Okay. Left, left, up, left. 14 is up, 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 left. 15 is... I really hope we got these all right, because it would be a real bummer if we didn't. Left, right, down, right. And then 16, the final rabbit. I'm actually just trying to think. I don't even know where we could input this. Down, left, left, down. So. Was this flag always here? I don't know. Is there a flag on the other side? My guess it might have to do something with a clock. Or the fact we have two manticores. And I'm not sure if it's ever been relevant that we've had two manticores. I just want to quickly check if there's a flag on the other side, because that might be relevant, might be not, I don't know. But yeah, the real question is basically, where do we input this? Possibly this is just a long combination which we need to input on the flute. I feel like I should at least give this more of a try to try and figure it out, seeing as this is probably one of the last puzzles that we've got left. I don't know how difficult it is necessarily. So, up, left, right. Well, hold on. No, it can't be. But there's two reasons I don't think it's a combination of flute, at least not directly. One being it only has 4 directions. Up, down, left, right. And you might say it could do diagonals if it's up and left. That's true. But then what do things like left, right mean? Or up, down? That doesn't make sense. And I feel like it must be a very distinct thing, the fact that some of the rabbits had like up, left, and some had left, up. And two, why I also don't think it can be just directly a flute combo. I mean, it might be a flute combo, but not. It might need translation. Is the fact that, again, this obviously relates to what is going on. We just haven't figured it out yet. I literally just figured it out just by looking at it now. I've realised it's quaternary, isn't it? Because I was figuring out before, I was like trying to be like, oh, is it like multiplying together the numbers? That's how you get 12. But no, it's just the left rabbit, the left ear is the tens column, quote quote. It's actually the fours column, and the right ear is the units column. Okay, so we translate to numbers quite directly, I suppose. For example, up left over here, the first one would translate to 12 plus 2, which is 14, and then right would be 0. Left down would be 8, 9, and then up would be 15. But this seems promising because this actually means rabbit order that is matter. And it does actually use this clue. I don't know what to do with this. I should read. What does it say? I'm just trying to read what it says behind the UV light. I guess probably we should use the non-UV lamp for this. BDTP structure, nibble index, crumb directs 0, crumb direct 1. This must be a clue. I don't understand the clue at the moment, but I think for now we'll just translate the numbers and then we'll stare at this for a little bit and try and figure out what this exactly means. Because like nibble and crumb I think are like data size terms. Like isn't like a nibble 8 bytes or something? I don't know what a crumb is off the top of my head, but I assume that's meant to be relevant. Anyway, let's translate this. So down would be 5. Left up would be 11? Yes. Right down would be 1. Up left. Has it never repeated a combination? That's interesting. I wonder if it can keep that up the entire time. Up left would be 14. Up left we just did was 14. Right we've done before is 0. No, it has repeated a combination. Rabbit number 1 and rabbit number 5 are exactly the same. I don't know, but we'll do the rest of them because I'm looking at the rest of them. There aren't seemingly any other repeats. 16 rabbits would also mean all 16 directions are represented. So I wonder if I just wrote down one of the combinations wrong. Entirely possible. Human error is probably rife in this one. So up down is 13, up right is 12. Down up. Down up is 7. Right is 0. Some of it, okay, and you know what, let's save my thoughts until after I've not figured this out, at least after I translated this. So we got 2 and 12 for bunny 8, and then bunny 9 we have right up 3 and up 15. Down left is 6. And then up is 15 again. Left up 11. And down left is 6. Up right is 12. Up left is 14. Left is 10. Up left, as we said, is 14. Up is 15. Up left is 14. So that one repeats 3 times. Left right is 8. Down right is 4. Down left is 6. And left down is 9. How many repeats are there? Because the thing I noticed is that there are a lot of repeats in the right column, which is basically the second combination of ears, but the left column doesn't have many. 1, 2, 3. Number 4 is missing. It looks like 5, 6, 7. Oh wait, hold on. That's not going to help me look for duplicates. So we know number 14 I wrote down twice. Oh, it looks like I wrote down number 6 twice as well. Okay, you know what? Before I come to a conclusion on this theory, let me double check those rabbits. And just double check I put the combinations of the ears down correctly. Because I think it can't be so much of a coincidence that almost every number 0 to 16 is represented here. That seems like a ridiculous coincidence, in my opinion. So we're just looking at the first ear combination, which is right, and then up left. Okay, so I did it backwards for this first rabbit, which is interesting how it's number 5 reversed. And the next one is left down, up. Okay, so there's number 0, 1, 2. Okay, what was the other duplicate? Rabbit 10 and rabbit 16. Both of them are number 6. I probably wrote them down in the wrong order then. So that was rabbit 8 at the end there. And then 9, 10. Down, left, up, up. That looks right to me. So I got the last rabbit wrong. Probably. If it's also down, left, then I'm not sure what I'm going to do. No, that's down, right. 100% that is down, right. Which is number 4. Okay, that is interesting. Because that means enumerating the rabbit's ears. The left ear represents all numbers from 0 to 15. And the right ear represents a value which can be repeated multiple times. There are representations which are up, left, and left, up. So it's not always consistent. Well, actually, I should check that. Because number 3 is the only one which has... It looks like up always comes first, except for in rabbit number 3. Yeah, it does seem correct, though. So order does matter in the second, sorry, whenever I say column, it's because I've written them out in columns for me. When I say first column, it's the first ear pair, which a rabbit show. And the second column is the second ear pair the rabbit show. So there are repeats, there are numerous repeats, actually, in the second column. But the order does matter, because we do have both up, left, and left, up. My guessing is this must be a sequence. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence the fact that numbers 0 to 15 are each represented once, so it's probably the order. And I assume the second column, the second rabbit ear combination, is meant to be the actual important part. The thing is, I don't know what these numbers mean. Like, what does it mean if I go 14, 14, 12, 15, 9? I don't even know where I'd input this. We don't have many places to even input things. Okay, hold on. Let's have a stare at the chalkboard. Because, I mean, I will say, it is called BDTP, and I can see that the next section's clue, title, sorry, in the clue guide is called BDTM. Did I even check if there was a flag on the left of a bunny rabbit? Because I will say, that flag looked relevant. I mean, we have a flag here. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. This might just be programming stuff, to be honest. Structure, because it looks like a dictionary. Is what? Well, okay, actually, this is technically not... Well, maybe this is a dictionary, I'm not sure. No, you know what? I'm going to look up what the data terms for nibble and crumb technically mean. Data term nibble. I'm pretty sure it's like 8 bytes or something. You know... Oh, so it's 4 bits is a nibble. What is a crumb? Crumb data term. Half a nibble. Okay. So... that means 4 bits, then 2 bits and 2 bits. What? Well, 4-bit is 16, right? Like, hold on. Yes, but 2 to the 4, which is 16. Which I wonder if that's also a coincidence that we have a numbers 0 to 15. Okay, it's a 2-bit register in its way. I don't get the 2 crumbs part though. That doesn't make sense to me. But if a crumb is half a nibble. No, wait, hold on. Was it half a nibble? It's 2 bits. So that is half a nibble. No. No, 2 bits is 4. But I thought nibble was 16. I guess it's half a number of bits. Right? Oh, it's so tempting just look at the guide, but the thing is, like, I shouldn't do it because I'm kind of like on a roll at the moment here, right? Like, but this is like probably more legitimately one of the late game things I've actually kind of worked out by myself rather than having to use a hint guide to tell me where it is. The thing is, I still don't know where to put this, but I assume it does feel quite meta whatever this is talking about. I wouldn't put it past this game that this is literally telling me what I meant to do with these bunny ears, that's just how the game works. Oh my gosh, it's been 20 minutes. How? Okay, you know what? We'll continue this line of thinking in the next episode, and we'll see where we go from there. But it seems like we're chomping up a bit to continue the biting metaphor. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Well. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.